Audio
This is the African News broadcast from Canada, and I welcome you to it. My name is Sandra Asante. Top stories. UN due to hold the urgent session on Ethiopia. Ethiopia's president hears at national dialogue to end conflict. These are more stories after the break. Stay tuned. You're welcome back from the break to First Story. Council will hold an urgent session on Ethiopia amid report of further atrocities in the Tigray region. The Friday session, which was requested by the European Union, will decide whether to appoint an international team to investigate violations that human rights group says may amount to war crimes. The conflict in Tigray broke out in November last year when the Ethiopian government sent troops into the region to put down the Tigray People's Liberation Front after its forces captured federal military bases there. Just last month, the UN produced a 100-page report detailing major violations in Tigray, including the shelling of towns, killing of civilians, and widespread sexual violence. This week, Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch detailed further atrocities, mass detention, torture, and the forced displacement of large sections of Tigrayan population. UN aid agencies have limited access. Many communities are reportedly on the verge of starvation. The European Union says the UN Human Rights Council has a moral obligation to prevent further violations and ensure justice for victims. Member states want the Council to appoint international investigators. Ethiopia has dismissed the move as politically motivated. Ethiopia is seeking more collaboration with other African countries to help it struggle with the ongoing internal conflict. The Ethiopian Deputy President Salis Wede visited Ivory Coast on Thursday and met with President Alassane Ouattara. Sali said the situation in Ethiopia is destabilizing. Sali said the situation in Ethiopia is stabilizing and that they will soon have a national dialogue. No war is simple as long as it's a war between us. There is no external occupation or external aggression, so as it's a painful episode. But a genocide must be determined. There are criteria that unfortunately must be fulfilled. We don't have all that, Saheli said. We are moving forward. The situation is stabilizing and we will soon have a national dialogue that will determine the future of the country, she said. The war broke out in November 2020 when Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed sent troops into Ethiopia's northernmost region of Tigray to topple the TPLF after months of seething tensions with a group that had dominated politics in 3 decades before he took office. We move to Sudan, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and United States of America and the United Kingdom called the adoption of a political declaration involving all the forces of the 2019 civilian-military partnership. According to the framework agreement signed by the coup leader Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and Prime Minister Hamdallah Hamdok, a political declaration should be adopted to determine a framework for civilian-military partnership during the transition. In a joint statement, the 4 countries urged Hamdok and al-Burhan to live up to the commitment made in the agreement to strictly lift the state of emergency ahead of a national demonstration on 19th of December to commemorate the 3rd anniversary of the revolution in Sudan. We also urge early progress towards the political declaration and partnership framework promised in the 21st of November agreement and stress in importance of inviting all components in 2019 civilian military partnership to participate in this dialogue process, stressed and statement. The ongoing consultation for the political declaration have been conducted by a group including former rebels in Darfur supporting the coup and some political parties besides the military that excluded the FFC group, which rejected the 21st November agreement. General Badal General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan on October 25th dissolved the transitional government of the Forces for Freedom and Change (FFC) after they staged a campaign calling on the military to transfer the chairmanship of the Sovereign Council to civilians and to implement the reform of the security sector. The quartet called the Sudanese parties to publish a credible roadmap towards election in the 2023 or early 2024. The focus on peace and the economic situation prevented the two former Hamdok government from launching a preparation for the transition. The statement called to not use violence against the ongoing protest, calling for a civilian-led transition. Prime Minister Hamdok early this week states that his new cabinet will be formed after political declaration. This is why I draw the curtains on African News. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Sandra. Asante, you should enjoy your weekend.